So, for those of y'all who are on the journey of mental evolution and beating your internal demons and going beyond your animalistic natures, where you're actually doing your purpose and you're actually here on earth to evolve the consciousness, the awareness of the people on earth, you need to understand that automatically by you being different, by you having a different light, by you having a different consciousness, you're automatically going to be demonized by people because you're literally going to be one of the individuals that's here on earth to basically blow the trumpet, where you are going to be the sign of coming change, the change of times. And you are like the current, you are like the tide, which symbolizes the change of time as we transition into new times and things like that. Simply call it the age of Aquarius or however you may call it. But the tides, the currents of consciousness are changing. And whenever change comes, a lot of the times an apocalypse happens because people hold on so dearly onto the institutions which have created their lives for them and are holding on to the perceptions which is given for them. So you need to understand that if you're one of the individuals here on a mission, you're going to be viewed as you're going to be demonized and stuff like that. People are going to look down on you. People are going to hate you. People are going to try to shut you down. People are going to try to play mind games on you. They're going to try to get you to assimilate back into the matrix. But a lot of the times that if you're one of those individuals, you have to take accountability and responsibility not to be afraid, not to back down, not to yield from the battle. Because a lot of the times, people want to assimilate into the system. A lot of people want to be a part of the matrix, but you can be a part of the matrix in a whole new way where you actually renew these aspects in society. Because whenever we go where you're not trying to be a hermit in the forest, you're literally renewing the system that we are in. You're changing politics. You're changing how entertainment is approached. You're changing how the world is structured. You're changing all these things that we go about on a daily basis that we don't really question. So as an evolved individual, we need to really understand that people is just in their animalistic lower desires, and all these institutions out there, even the church, religion, Islam, entertainment, all these things really are just ways of pushing out vibrations frequently to create ways of consciousness so people can pay attention to something that actually puts them in their animalistic nature, while really it's just putting them in hell. And when you're that person, it's actually about your purpose, about your path. You need to understand that you're going to get a lot of people distracting you, a lot of people derailing you, because they're not going to be able to comprehend and understand why do you do what you do, because they can't connect to that understanding, while really subconsciously they're really afraid of what you're doing, because you're doing such a valuable, such a high valor, such a high honor, such a privilege. So you're living such a purpose-based lifestyle that they're going to be afraid of that, because people know what they do on their own time. People know the bullshit that they be doing. People know because most people live based on the Masonic template of life, where they're hanging out with people based on desires, based on fulfilling a certain lack, rather than fulfilling themselves. And when you're a person out here fulfilling yourself with your destiny, with your purpose, people don't like that, because people are so used to, having their cup fulfilled outside of them emotionally and mentally and logically, where we need the forms of logic of this world, where, you don't know how to be authentic. You don't know how to be genuine. So instead of actually tuning in and connecting with yourself, you connect with some external variables and you want to use that. But it actually makes you lack authenticity and lack being a genuine person. So you don't manifest in your way, you manifest in the shadow government way, and you think you're actually going down the lane of life and you're actually, quote unquote, God is giving you something, but little do you understand that's actually the God of this world. That's not the infinity possibility to overall be. You have to remember, the people in this world are telling you it's only possible in their way. It's only possible if you go to their schools. It's only possible if you govern in their way. It's only possible if you teach in their ministries, depending on, whatever geographical location that you are in. So, each of these geographical locations are ran by a program where, if you send the energy of Jupiter, they have a representation that becomes the subconscious, moral, righteous authority within that area. And anytime you go against that blueprint, you're going to be viewed as the Satan. Satan simply meaning is a title in the Bible that refers to the opposition. So they play the role of God and they make you play the role of the devil, and they turn and they make all the matrix agents turn against you based on them subconsciously following that system, which automatically makes you an enemy of the matrix. But when you're growing, when you're a big spirit and you see through all the lies, you see through all the schemes, you see through all the little demonistic, animalistic natures people are in, because really people are just afraid of changing. People are really doing these things based on insecurities, based on certain traumas, based on generational curses that they're holding on to, things that they haven't even transmuted yet. And they're seeing you transmuting these things, going through breakthroughs, actually doing meaningful things, actually being purposeful. And man, when you're doing your purpose, you're going to be fulfilled. And they're not going to be fulfilled. They're going to look at you like, why the fuck are you fulfilled? Where literally you have to understand their internal disposition, it's something in them that's going to get triggered by that, because there's something that they can't bypass internally inside of them, and you bypassing whatever you bypass, you going beyond this firmament of mind, that's going to trigger them and make them kind of want to attack you, because really you're a threat to their survival. You're in thrival mode outside of their system, where you may not even necessarily have the physical things that the everyday average person, where you may not have the physical things like, access to a lot of money, $1 million, but you're so fulfilled, you look like a rock star. You look like a millionaire. You walk like a billionaire. You talk like those things, because you understand the essence of those things, where it's an internal energy source. It's not about actually going and getting a physical $1 million. It's about understanding how to embody $1 million through actually valuing yourself and valuing your energy, your own unique signature, your own unique energy signature, and honoring that and doing things that have to do with that. Because, we all have our own individual blueprint. We all have our own unique individual monad. And when we learn how to fulfill that, we start to have our revelations and what we're here to experience, because we're all here to have certain experiences. But when you're afraid to go through life's experiences, you may have people around you that are just scared to live life in general, and they may result to all types of tricks, all types of just manipulation tactics, where, they can't create nothing, they can't become the source, they can't embody the source, they can't be resourceful, and that might make them envious and jealous of you. So, understand that this is just how the system is built, but also understand that this is also a great opportunity for you to build even tougher skin and become a stronger spirit, so you don't fall for the Masonic trap that these devils have set for you. So, we all got internal demons, but the more we can conquer them motherfuckers and tell them to sit down, and the more we can tell fear, doubt, and unbelief, because that's exactly what they're going to try to put in us. Nah, you can't do that. That's not possible for you. Or you're this and this and that. Trust me. I know this shit because I did this shit. So what I'm telling you is, don't allow them to, don't react to those emotional triggers that are trying to get out of you. Because when you react to it, you start to enact it. Because it's literally a consciousness pathway that you're traveling down as an observer in. And when you react to that fear, that doubt, that unbelief, you're going to start to create a mental landscape of that possibility. And the longer that you are in that, a lot of people stay in that shit forever until something blows up in their face. You want to make sure you're not reacting to these things, because, that's why they use the news to perpetrate your mind. They use the entertainment to perpetrate your mind, where it's all brainwave entrainment to put you in the energy signature of fear. So you're easily manipulated and controlled, not only by the governments worldwide, but by also the people around you that play out these demonic dispositions, that are part of these denominations, that are really de-evolved consciousness, that are really demons. Because really, if they actually loved God, if they really loved themselves, that unconditional love for themselves, they would understand how to have unconditional love for you as well. Peace.